Mr. Lee, how on earth are you? Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Lee, remind me of the interview you wanted me to watch because I checked my notes and the only thing I found was a song recommendation. Mr. Lee. Oh, sorry about that. I had my phone volume turned up. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's nice here. Uh, it's like 20 degrees C, Mr. Lee. If you have not watched the Why Files, the basement episodes interviewing Travis Taylor, oh man, it's 3 hours, but and it took a few days for me to listen to the whole thing, but it was well worth it. RCR Racing, how you doing today? I've got maybe half a cup left in the coffee pot. And it's one of those days where I feel like maybe I should make a second pot. I hope everybody's having a good start to their day. I don't know why, but the camera's wanting to focus on the screen instead of the tree this morning. I don't know. I feel pretty good, just a little, I don't know, kind of feel like I need more caffeine, something like that. I need an adrenaline fix. Oh, Mr. Lee, you'll appreciate this one. Uh, 1968, August the 12th, the New Yardbirds begin their first rehearsal beneath a record store at 22 Gerrard Street in Westminster, London. They would later become a little group called Led Zeppelin. I only put part of that story into the scroll because it was too long. Mario Woods interview. RCR, there's an Area 52, sometimes called Area 52. It's Dugway Base, and there's a lot of stuff going on there that's questionable, shall we say. Mr. Lee, in the interview I was just telling you about, they're talking about a mountain in Alabama. And stuff like that. But oh, yeah, Mr. Lee, uh, I'm sure in 10 or 12 years, I'm going to be looking a bit dodgy. Good morning, Mike. But, Mr. Lee, I got that in my notes now. Yeah, and RCR, pretty much what they did was on a lot of the older maps and where there wasn't very many structures or anything. They just put area, 50, area 51, area 52. Didn't really have a name. And to a certain extent, they didn't want to give it a name. But I was a huge fan of the SR 71. And that's how I found out about Area 51, probably late 80s, something like that. Especially when it came out about the F 117, which uh, it's not a fighter, it's a bomber. And they named it a fighter so they could get pilots to fly it, to request to fly. But it's the F 117 is actually a bomber. And it looks so bad that they just did that to and if you look at it from straight above or below, yeah, it kind of looks like a triangle, but from any side, it looks kind of like a brick, which makes me think of the F4. Uh, People I know in the military said the F4 is living proof. You put a big enough engine on a brick, it'll fly. Mr. Lee, I look forward to when you get email so you can send me some of this stuff. I know, Mr. Lee. And what annoys me to no end, Mr. Lee, uh, when they discover something that goes against the general paradigm, uh, they ignore it, and that just annoys me to no end. This contradicts what we believe to be true, so we're going to ignore it. Uh, Yeah, Mr. Lee, I understand. And I try not to bomb people's email with, just constant, look at this, or, text them constantly. People got enough stuff going on. No, you don't, Mr. Lee. Hey, aren't we, they were talking about on Mog's show last night, aren't we supposed to lose gravity this afternoon or something or others? I can't believe people make that prediction. Besides, Mr. Lee, when you're recovering and everything, you'll have plenty of time to watch stuff. Yeah, they could be like Walmart, Mr. Lee. These self checkout aisles in Walmart, they video everything, and if you're taking like $10 here and $20 there, they just let it add up until it's over whatever the limit is for it to be a serious crime. And once you reach that amount, then's when they send the cops after you. I've watched several videos on that, and it's nuts. But the fact that they don't call it to anybody's attention straight away, they have charged some people who it was just a mistake. Hey, Sharon. Um, and since there's so much time between when it happened and when they get charged, uh, the people have no way of challenging it, and that's why I never use the self checkout at Walmart. Sharon, I hope your day is going well. Roger Blair. Yeah, VPN just makes your location uh, look like it's different than it actually is. Unless they had some kind of quantum key, it's pretty well useless. Keto cookies. Mr. Lee, you and Sharon should get together and do a keto channel. Telling you, man. Sandra Martin, good morning. John P. I don't know why you thought you were blocked, buddy. Yeah, Mr. Lee, the only thing that it's actually good for is when you can spoof that you're in another country and it gets you unblocked from certain content, allegedly. No, the two of you collaborate on a channel. two of y'all together would be a formidable team in the keto sphere. Oh, John P., I was just telling Mr. Lee, check out the Why Files basement interviewing Travis Taylor. Just be prepared to take a good bit of time. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Lee. Remember, this is bad spelling, auto incorrect, typo central. But John P., if you was to watch that, I think you would be amazed. I mean, it backs up 2, 3, at least 3 major conspiracies that we know of, but he does it in a scientific way. But I'm warning you, it's almost 3.5 hours, John. It took me days to watch it. Oh, and the other thing, when you hear what Travis has done in his lifetime, the complete story, not just the highlights, I am here to tell you, I have never felt so dumb and so lazy in all my life as when I was listening to Travis Taylor and the other guy talk about him. You got the window out, but wooden frame difficult. I know, Mr. Lee, windows are a pain. Yeah. Nah, John P., I disagree with you there. Travis has 5 advanced degrees, and I think he's working on a 6th. He was Alabama state champion in a martial art in his younger days, as he said. And he said he got all of these degrees and uh, all of these accomplishments because he really wanted to be an astronaut. And he knew he was going to have to bring his A game. I don't know if it'll work or not, but tonight I'm going to try to, if it's clear, I'm going to try to set up the camera in a way that it'll be protected if it rains and everything. But if it doesn't rain and it's clear, I hope to video a couple of meteors. Mr. Lee, we're going to need to think. Uh, we're just going to need to think uh, harder than we've ever been thinking before. But I do believe, think about your smartphones or any cell phone. Once you've had a cell phone for a number of years, you don't remember phone numbers like we used to. When we had to dial the phone number, I can tell you the phone number of my friends in seventh grade, in high school, and you know our phone number, the landline we had when I was a teenager, family members' phone numbers from the 70s. But I couldn't tell you their numbers today because they're programmed into my phone, and I just select the name and hit dial. So in some ways, smartphones is making us dumber. They'll still need to do things with computers, you know. Yeah, Mr. Lee, but we can fight that to a certain extent. I go through, even if I have a couple of things, and when I go through the line, I go to a person operating a register. And when I go to a restaurant, if they point me to that stupid computer to put in my order, I say, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate you being honest with me that you do not want to wait on me." And I walk out the door. You know, we can stand up to that to an extent. Uh, and when the people at the cash register ask me why on earth I did, come to them instead of going through the self checkout, I tell them I'm trying to protect your job. And they think for a second or two because they're not accustomed to hearing somebody think about them. But they go, "Oh." And if I go through their line enough times and they remember me, "Oh, good to see you." Same thing at, restaurants and whatnot. When I'm traveling, I'll stop at different restaurants. Uh, and like I say, if they point me to a computer, I thank them for being honest that they don't want to wait on me, and I leave. But as long as everybody just goes along to get along, it's just going to go further and further. In my opinion, I should say that, I guess. Mr. Lee, they don't know because the system wants them dumb. Uh, uh, People who can't do math can't check to the government spending and verify that what they're being told is correct. Sharon, there you go. Yeah, that's another thing, Sharon. You, and there are people, and this is why they've got the cameras on the self checkout so much. There are people who are taking like packets of Kool Aid, and they will hold the packet of Kool Aid over the the code, the barcode of whatever they're buying, and it'll scan the Kool Aid price instead of whatever they're holding the packet over. And I tell you, people try some crazy stuff. I've watched a few of those videos lately, and it's they have scanned some stuff and paid for it, but like $200-300 worth of stuff that they did not scan. And when the cops are there to arrest them, they're screaming, "I want a refund on the stuff I paid for." It's it's nuts. I mean, it's nuts. And they'll sit there and they will. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't take anything. We got you on camera. I didn't do that. There must have been a bunch of Walmart employees in chat because 10 people just disappeared. Mr. Lee, uh, some people, I don't know their mental state, but they just believe they should be able to do what they want to do. It's, oh, that just goes in too deep. I'll change the subject. If you guys will hold down the fort for a minute, I'm going to get the last coffee out of the coffee pot. And since y'all are doing me that favor, I'll hit the wind chime one time for you. Teacher Crizzy. Teacher Crizzy is having dinner, I bet, or she's about to have dinner. Oh, Teacher Crizzy, that sounds good. Mr. Lee, have you, Fleetwood Mac is in the scroll today. Have you listened to or do you know the Fleetwood Mac song "Hypnotized"? That was during the Bob Welch uh, version of Fleetwood Mac, and it's got a little paranormal reference to it. Oh, Teacher Crizzy, thank you. Ooh, Sharon gets a mega love shout out. Mr. Lee, I don't remember how much you've said as far as your world travels go, but what's the highest altitude that you've ever been at on the ground? Yeah, the highest mountain, the highest hill, whatever it might be. This was pre rumors by about 3 years. It was Hypnotized was done when Bob Welch was the lead guitarist, and It was before Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined the group. I think it was on the album Mystery to Me with the gorilla, cartoon gorilla on the front. But I don't own that album, so to the best of my memory, though, that's what it is. And don't get me wrong, I mean, my favorite version of Fleetwood Mac is with Lindsey and Stevie, but the Bob Welch version was pretty good. Bob's got a good singing voice. I've got two of his albums after he left Fleetwood Mac, and I have to believe he left them on good terms because members of Fleetwood Mac performed on his albums. Christine and Mick and even Lindsey Buckingham was on some of his work, Bob Welch's work. Yeah. Uh, Fleetwood Mac was big in the UK when Peter Green was with them. You know, his song Peter Green wrote, "Oh Well." That's major in the blues and what. Oh no, Mr. Lee, the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. Okay. Well, I guess riding along the Blue Ridge Parkway on motorcycles wouldn't be the thing for us to do because there's places that were riding along the parkway and you're looking down some major cliffs. I've read a couple of sources that say the Appalachian Mountains are the oldest mountains on the planet. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. Peter Green was doing so well with Fleetwood Mac, and they went to Germany and was performing in Germany. I know, Mr. Lee. I have a fear of heights too. That's why I did skydiving was to try to get over it. You put me on a 6 foot ladder and my knees are shaking, but I'll jump out of a plane in a heartbeat. Uh, they were in Germany, and Peter Green got invited to a party, and he did some major drugs at the party, and he was never himself again. He was wanting to give away all the money that the band had, and even though he created the band, they had to get rid of him. But I mean, it, it was Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac that wrote Black Magic Woman. And then Carlos Santana made it a worldwide hit. And I got to admit, Carlos did a better job than Fleetwood Mac on that one song. And let's face it, when you got Greg Rowley singing the lyrics, it's kind of hard to beat. Yep. I mean, the Fleetwood Mac, they wrote it, they first performed it. They did a good job, but Carlos Santana's version is by far the best. It's like Manfred Mann and Blinded by the Light. Uh, Springsteen wrote it, he performed it, but Manfred Mann did 100 times better. Carlos he probably did 10 times better. Yep. Uh, and when Steve Perry first joined Journey, and you listen to some of their songs where Steve and Greg both are singing, and I just thought it was going to be. I really thought that was going to be a fantastic team with the singing shared, but for whatever reason, Greg left the band. Yeah, trust me. Uh, I was in my early 20s when that came out, and uh, geez, again, it goes back to there was so much good music then. Fleetwood Mac was at their peak. They had released Rumors just a few years before. Journey released Don't Stop Believing. Foreigner was coming onto the scene. Bob Seger was at his peak. Meatloaf had come out just about the same time as Fleetwood Mac Rumors. It was just an amazing time. The Police had released their first albums, and they were about to hit it big with Synchronicity. New music was coming out. Human League, Madness, all of that. I mean, it was just a great time in music. Not by me, Mr. Lee. You guys know I refuse to sing because I know I cannot sing. When I find a song that is uh, close to my range, my voice, and I practice for a few years and don't sound bad, might not sound good, but just don't sound bad, maybe I'll sing. But I've not found that song yet. there was this woman that did the weather where I was living down in South Carolina, and I'd been watching that channel for a couple of years, I guess, and somebody said the weather girl could sing, and they said there was video on YouTube, so I looked it up, and she sang "Don't Stop Believing." Thank you, Teacher Crizzy. Yeah, The Cure, they had some good music. I mean, there was some one-hit wonders during that time, but the Human League, they went through some pretty serious changes, and the three main singers, they found a way to make it work. Well, just let you know you're appreciated, Teacher Grizzy. The only thing about the early 80s that I did not like, Jim Steinman and Meatloaf were not collaborating. Uh, and Steinman wrote songs for Bonnie Tyler and Air Supply. And I mean, when you hear the song sung, it's like, wait a minute, those are long, you know, very long songs. Then start looking and it's Jim Steinman, which is kind of his trademark. If anybody ever wrote rock opera or what would be called rock opera, it would be Steinman. Roger Blair, be careful out there on the roads. I'm not too worried about you, Roger, but I'm concerned about all the idiots out there driving. Me either, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, way to go. Way to go. Some people just can't take that ego thing. The last time I went hiking up on the mountain, there was a young guy. He had a really nice camera with him, and it was his first trip to the park. And I saw him up on top of the mountain, and I pointed out a couple of things to him so that make the most of his trip. Because I tell everybody up there, I want you to have fun, be safe, and come back. And I walked off the mountain and went and took a snack break. And as I'm walking toward the trailhead to go to a waterfall, he's in the parking lot, and he's going to the waterfall that I went to. So I took him down there and showed him some stuff and everything. And there was a couple of times there were people that didn't necessarily listen to my suggestions. And if I start to make a suggestion, you can kind of get the vibe of how the people are going to receive it. And he said, "You're being so helpful to me, but not to them." I said, "They don't want my help." And I said, that's on them, not me. They don't have to listen to me. I'm just a little old mountain man. And some people don't want to listen to little old mountain men. And he said, "But they miss so much." I said, "They don't know that. They're not worried about missing something. They're just worried about who they're talking to." Yeah, there was two, Mr. Lee, there was two songs that Culture Club did. They played them on the radio nonstop, and I just got to where I could not stand to hear them. Well, Mr. Lee used to. No, I didn't. But lately, if I'm doing something where I know I'll be on the trail by myself, the rangers up there all know me, and I tell them, I'm going here, here, and here, and if I'm not back, and they know what I drive and everything, so if they see it parked there, uh, and I've got, you know, there's not cell phone service everywhere on the mountain, which is frustrating to me. But I've got a radio that I've got to get my license to use, but I'm going to start carrying it when I go into the mountains, not just the park that I go to every week, but the real mountains. Used to I would try to get people together, and we had like 8 people in a group that would go on hikes. But it is like, I don't know, people just don't want to go and do stuff anymore. Well, Charlie, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Haircut 100 only had one hit, as far as I know, here in the States, that is. And I thought it was okay, but Kate Bush, on the other hand, not a fan. Yeah, Depeche Mode, I, I appreciate that the thought that they used to come up with their name, just the name alone was really good. Duran Duran was absolutely huge. And again, I was kind of a fan of how they come up with their name. I mean, Depeche Mode, it showed some deep thinking, and Duran Duran just had, showed they were a fan of a movie. It was like the Police in some of their lyrics. You could tell, you could definitely tell that they were educated. And what's his name was a school teacher. I liked him with the Police. I didn't like him by himself. Yeah, I think he mellowed in his later years, in the last 10 or so. Kind of like, what's his name? William Shatner. A lot of people had bad stories about him back in the day, but he seems to have mellowed in his old age. Oh, I need to check and make sure I got something that's going to post this afternoon. WTF Mike must have gone fishing. He's been quiet, or he's getting ready to go fishing. Yeah, they did. Uh, they did a version of the Rat song. I think "You Spin Me Round Round." Seems to be the song that they were most popular for here on MTV. I thought they'd come up with a good name. When the Beatles, they were, when they first come out, and I heard the name, the Beatles. I thought that was a little silly, whatnot, but boy, they earned everybody's respect fast. Yeah, Norman Greenbaum. You know that fuzzy guitar that's in the song. He said he was never able to duplicate that sound after the recording. And you know, he's a sheep herder. I saw somebody interview him in the last 10 years or so, and he's just happy herding sheep. It looks like some dark clouds are moving in. And you know, Mr. Lee, back then you could hear all kinds of songs on the radio. Which we kind of touched on before. Spirit in the Sky, Ocean, Put Your Hand in the Hand. George Harrison had My Sweet Lord. All of those come out within a few years of one another. It's kind of funny. Some of the songs that was played like that right next to Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild. Mike, I thought you'd gone fishing. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Lee. Uh, when he come out with uh, "Stuck on You," got my mind stuck on you. That was a really good song, and oh my goodness, the music video I thought was hilarious. What you working on, Mike? Just tell me quick, and then I'll let you get back to work. I'm curious what project you're on. You know how it is when somebody's working, everybody else wants to stand around and watch. Yeah, the anniversary of Paul going into the studio to record Band on the Run, that was this past week or so. And two members of the band did not want to go with him to South Africa to do the recording. And I think uh, I seem to recall him in an interview one time. He was going to or from the studio, and he had notes about songs and everything he wanted to record, and he was mugged, and they stole or they stole it out of his car. Anyway, the music got stolen. Yeah, I like those albums. They were really good. Hello, Kathy Bates, Mr. Lee. Good luck with that window today. Stay safe. Yeah, that's the puppy alarm. I enjoy that most of the time. Yeah, Kathy, he's having to put in a new window. Uh, his place is, it had single pane, and he's putting in a double pane. He's got a buddy coming over to help him, which is a good thing. Kathy, what are you up to today? Had breakfast and coffee yet? Coffee. The movie Detroit Rock City premiered this day in history, 1999. I thought that movie was older. I can, Mike, I could just see her showing up with a thermos of coffee and throwing it and whacking you on the back of the head. I don't know why that image come to mind, but it did. Metallica releases the Black Album, which is my favorite Metallica, 1991. Huge fan of Enter Sandman, which is on there. Nothing Else Matters is pretty good too. Uh, Mike, I don't know that I would recommend it. Ooh, Commodores hit number one with Three Times a Lady, and it's their first 1978. It's their first number one. I didn't know that. I figured Brick House had to have been a number one song, but I guess it wasn't. And this day, 1970, Janis Joplin performs her final concert. We all know what happens after this. And she performs it at Harvard, of all places. Oh, YKB will appreciate this one. This day in 1949, Mark Knopfler is born in Glasgow, Scotland. I don't remember putting that in the scroll. Uh, yeah, and that song is where I get the comment about Judy Wheeler. It's a combination of that song and the movie. And I stuck in the word honey because when she was recovering, they used honey as a disinfectant. And, I've not heard or seen Judy in chat in a while. I hope she's okay. Yeah, Lionel Richie had some fantastic songs that he wrote or co wrote. And everybody's familiar with the movie where, is it Cary Grant that goes, Judy, Judy, Judy. Yeah. you, you know, Kathy, that Every Breath You Take is a stalker song. It's it's like when you sit down and think about it, Santa Claus is kind of a stalker. Uh, and I was such a huge fan of that song back in the day until I started thinking about the lyrics. And, you know, I've got that album Synchronicity, and it is such a good album. When I think his I think the artist's name is Maxwell. He did Somebody's Watching Me. Uh, we said, "Yeah, man, it's the police." That was the joke. A couple of people said it was Sting, but it was a police song. So, yep, Michael was singing backup, and it was so obvious. I remember Casey Kasem uh, talking about how the song was. It was difficult for this song to not be good because when you got Michael Jackson singing backup. Yeah, I think Maxwell's dad had a relationship with Michael Jackson, a business relationship. Uh, but I mean, anybody who paid attention, it was so obvious it was Michael singing backup. I mean, when that song came out, I'd been listening to Michael Jackson sing for what, 15 years, something like that. uh, well, I can see that WTF Mike is not lacking in ego. Yeah, they all had kind of a dark side, also, Mike. Tyson with abuse, Jackson with kids, Jordan with betting problem. You know, if he hadn't have left the NBA to play baseball when he did, they would have gotten him kind of like Pete Rose. Kathy, uh, I want Kathy. That's pretty good. Hey, I give WTF Mike quite a bit of leeway. He's a good guy. Kathy, that might be the best one I've heard you come up with yet. It's not quite Moose Story level, but it's pretty close. Was that when you said, Mike? Is that when you said Appetite for Destruction would not go anywhere? Oh, that's hilarious. I think Appetite for Destruction came out in '87. YKB's happy to see you, Kathy. He was looking for you earlier. He checked the Nature Channel and this channel for you. I figured you paid Mike to do it, YKB. He's drinking coffee, YKB. Uh, no, that's a bird that got really loud. Oh, I could hear Mike talking about that subject. Kathy thinking the bull was going to give her milk. I can hear him in my head right now come Friday. See, see, YKB, she almost had a Freudian slip about the bull. Oh, I am so looking forward to Friday's show after this. And the original joke about that was about a nun. Oh man. All right, you got me there, Mike. The only Rufus I know is Rufus with Chaka Khan. Talk about a singing voice. Boy, Chaka Khan, she had a great voice and super easy on the eyes. Oh, got you. Thanks for letting me know, YKB. I was unaware of that. Oh, geez. That's reasons to be sure to catch Friday's show. Oh, the Pinocchio jokes I remember from junior high. Mike's probably already heard them and retold them millions of times. Pinocchio has been brought up several times lately. You guys, oh my goodness. Oh, I think that's birds in the gutters, but I need to go and make sure that's what that is. The backyard is full of wrens. It depends on how far you bend it. When the truth gets bent to where it's a lie, then yeah, that's breaking. It's a lie of omission. Oh, hang on, Mike. uh, Mike, that your correction to a statement that didn't get posted in chat. just just letting you know, Mike, it didn't get posted in chat. But that's the exact joke, Mike, and I knew that you knew it. Like I said, I remember that joke from junior high. That one line, Mike. Most of this stuff I override and let it go. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep that one in the shade. Indirectly, it was Nightbot, but I'm responsible for Nightbot. uh, Mike, you wouldn't be the first one. Trust me. uh, I I have had somebody else just get all upset with Nightbot for censoring their language. Oh, geez. I've laughed so hard the side of my face is really, really sore. And this morning has passed so fast. It seems like I've been live for 5 minutes, but it's been over an hour and a half. Exactly. Hence Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Too much, too little, and just right. Balance, people. Keep it in balance. Whoa, Mike, that's on the verge of picking on instead of picking with. You going to take your sister's Snapchat away? Oh, jeez. Anytime Mike or Kathy say the word moose, it just makes me break out in laughter. Mike. Uh, YKB, that is proper wordy. The birds are out in the gutters, but there had to be between 50 and 100 wrens in the yard. The Ohio Players. Fire. Very appropriate, YKB. Since someone we know is in Ohio. Do you know that song, YKB? Title of the song is Fire, and the name of the group is Ohio Players. YKB, 5 emojis isn't spam. Don't worry about it. Uh, the person who pushes the emojis to the limit is John P. and I upped the limit to like 20. uh, that that's an acquired taste, YKB. Part of their several of their songs, part of them I really like, but I wouldn't be buying any of their stuff. They're French, aren't they? So how would the French pronounce that? Eugène de Porin, something like that. I'm terrible at French. I got this rough voice, and the French is very soft voice. Oh, thank you. No, I'm not to the point of view that Mike has about them, but like in YKB and some of your short videos where you're playing their music, you have played the best of their songs, and it's just fine. And I know that the French don't really pronounce their R's. They're not prominent at all. It's like you hint that you have said the letter R, but you don't. Like Americans would say merci, and they would say merci. And that's always amazed me. The German language is a very hard language, in my opinion, uh, in the way that they speak. But the French language is a very soft language, and they're next door neighbors. How did that happen? Mike, that's pretty good. I had had it in January, and it was late March, maybe early April, when it was making the news, and they were talking about the side effects. And when they brought up the fact that it would mess with your taste buds, that's when I knew that's what I had had. And oh, I felt so bad. I had complained to grocery stores that their food they had changed the formula or whatever, and it tasted totally different. And it wasn't the food, it was me. YKB, hat tip your way for that one. The invisible fake virus really got me now. She got me going so I can't sleep at night. Excellent weave of a song into your communications. Take a minute to say bye to everybody. And I'm going to say how much I appreciate you guys coming in this morning, listening to the birds in the background whenever they chose to sing and making my morning coffee so much fun. I mean, so much fun. If everything goes well, we'll do this again tomorrow morning. I hope only kind words come your way and every one of you get the day that you deserve. We, we will catch you next time.